You're watching ABC 13, Houston's news leader, live with Elisa Rivas, Samika Knight, David Nuno, and meteorologist David Tillman. This is 13 Eyewitness News, Houston's news leader.
A car crashes into a woman's home overnight, leaving this massive hole. Hear about the wild chase which led to it.
And questions surrounding why a police officer needed to pull the trigger near a banquet hall in Missouri City.
We've got a lot of people here downtown. I'm calling it people traffic. We can see all the rodeo runners that are starting to line up, and the floats are rounding up because it's time to rodeo. We've got updates throughout the show. Back to you.
Looking good, Rebecca. Good morning, everyone. I'm Samika Knight.
And I'm Elisa Rivas, and we'll have those stories and a lot more in just a minute. But first, let's check in with meteorologist David Tillman. He has our first look at the weekend weather and that rodeo forecast. You're looking at downtown where everyone's getting ready right now.
Yeah, it's kind of rare to have a warm and muggy rodeo parade, but that's what we're about to have. The good news is we don't have any significant areas of rain moving in, but we do have a little mist out there that might occur during the parade. Here is a look towards downtown Houston. Right now, we do have a low deck of clouds out there with some breaks in between. The thing you will really notice is how humid it is out there. It's 69 right now. We'll make it 78 by 3 p.m., 68 by 9. It's going to be very windy coming up later on today as well. Coming up in weather, we'll talk about a warm second half of the weekend, a strong cold front, and a much colder next week.
In our rodeo roundup, more than 3,000 trail riders from all over the country are gathering for this morning's rodeo parade. Many traveled more than 200 miles on horseback to be part of this Houston tradition. The fun has already started with the Rodeo Run 10K race about to begin.
The parade happens after the race at 10 o'clock. It all kicks off the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. Right now, crowds are setting up along the parade route. The best places to see all of the action include Louisiana from Bell to Lamar and Lamar from Louisiana to Smith. Our own Rebecca Spira joins us now live from downtown Houston, and she has more at the rodeo parade. Rebecca?
Good morning to you both. Yes, the rodeo parade is the official kickoff to rodeo, and we're having a blast here this morning. I am here with two of the men that are in charge and helping make it happen. David Yates, who is the officer in charge, and Greg Steffen, who is the chairman of the parade. Okay, now, you were the chairman of the parade last year. You've tossed the baton on here to Greg. Now, Greg, a lot of work for you this year. Talk about what goes into this parade and what people can expect today.
Well, Rebecca, we started 9 months ago getting ready for this parade. It's a great event. I have 13 vice chairmen, 400 people, 50 people on this committee, and we start working up, lining up the floats, the trail rides, all the logistics, the generators. It takes a lot of work and a lot of people to put this event on, but we've got a great Grand Marshal this year who's a Medal of Honor recipient. We've got new bands. We've got some great floats. We have a lot of high school bands. U of H is leading us off. We've got a lot going on. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Your first year as chair. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Okay. Now, the two of you combined have had several years, but both of you have been involved about 20 years in the rodeo each. Now, David, you have a little less responsibility for the parade, but you're still really, really busy, and you're over 5 committees. Talk about what the rodeo does for kids and how important it is.
Oh, goodness, Rebecca. That's the rodeo, you know, in my new position, we travel around to the different colleges and get to visit with the kids. We have lunch at the different universities with all the kids that are scholarship recipients. They're incredible. They are so, so grateful and thankful that it's very touching. I mean, it's just hard to keep your tears back every time you visit with these kids. They're amazing, amazing kids.
And that would be a band that is warming up right now behind us, so we're sorry if it just got a little bit loud. And the truth is, yes, it is for the kids and the scholarships, and we all have a ton of fun going out to the parades and the cook-off and all of the great events that the rodeo has, but it is for scholarship money for the kids. Now, because this rodeo parade is such a blast, we have several ways you can watch it. You can watch it on TV, of course, like you're watching right now. You can also watch on the Watch ABC app, and I've downloaded it here. You can watch it live right right on your mobile phone or your iPad, which is super cool. You can see us right there. Very, very neat. And of course, we've got this really cool thing called a quad. And if you go to abc13.com, you get to see pretty much what we see in the control room. So you're going to see all the different shots that our director is going to take to make the rodeo happen. So lots of really cool ways to watch today. And of course, a lot of people here who are going to watch as well. Tons of fun. I'm Rebecca Spira. Back to you both.
All right, thanks, Rebecca. Looking good out there, by the way. All right, thanks so much. Well, it is day 3 of the World Championship Barbecue Contest. Doors to Reliant Park just opened a few minutes ago. It ends at 11 o'clock tonight, and law enforcement wants to make sure everyone gets home safely. So the no refusal program is in place, which means if an officer suspects you have been drinking and you refuse a breathalyzer, your blood will be drawn. ABC 13 has all you need to know for the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. You can take it with you on the go with our ABC 13 News app. Download it for free from your app store.
New this morning, a home in southeast Houston has a gaping hole in the side after a vehicle slammed into it overnight. It happened along MLK near Sunbeam. The suspect's car was being chased by police who believed the car was stolen. The suspects ran off after the crash. One was caught, the other escaped. One woman was inside the home at the time of the crash but was not hurt. Also new this morning, a police officer opened fire near a banquet hall in Fort Bend County. This happened outside the Palms Banquet Hall on FM 1092 and Avenue E in Missouri City. Authorities haven't said exactly what happened to lead up to that officer firing his weapon, but we were told nobody was hurt.
Well, it's a big party in Galveston this weekend for Mardi Gras celebrations. Several parades will be held today from different crews, but the biggest one of them all is the Knights of Momus Grand Night Parade. It begins at Seawall Boulevard and 23rd Street at 6:30 tonight. You can watch that right here on ABC 13. Eyewitness News anchors Tom Cook and Gina Gaston will host our coverage from Galveston, and it begins at 10:35 tonight. Don't miss it.
6 minutes after the hour, almost 70 degrees out there in many spots across the area. Not so around the country, but hey, we can enjoy it here. We have plenty of reason to be outside today.
And this time we can't push our nose up to the people up north because they're going to share some of that cold air with us next week.
Oh. Okay.
We've got another big change coming to our weather pattern around here, which is going to lead to some much colder air. So get ready for much colder air after a very warm and muggy weekend. Here's temperatures around the country. It's warm and muggy along the Gulf Coast. It's 69 here. Same thing for New Orleans. Go to the north. It's 25 in Wichita, and temperatures are well below zero for Minneapolis all the way out to the Billings area. That's a large area of Arctic air that's going to be plunging to the south. It will make it to southeast Texas, and that means a very cold next week coming. Tonight's low temperature will actually be warmer than what we're seeing out there right now, and then the bottom is going to fall out of this thing when that cold front goes through. You're going to wake up Monday morning to temperatures near freezing here in Houston and southeast Texas, and low temperatures are going to hover in the 30s to around 40 degrees all next week coming up. Outside right now, we have cloudy skies at 69, relative humidity 90%, wind south at 9, and wind is going to pick up later today. And we're seeing some breaks in the clouds in Galveston at 66 degrees there, 96% humidity, wind blowing from the south at about 16. So there's our next system. It's a front that's sitting to the north. It won't make it here today, so it's going to be very warm across the eastern and southern parts of the state. Behind that front, we're seeing temperatures fall back into the middle 30s, and that's just about what we're going to have around here first thing Monday morning. There's a slight chance for rain today at 20%. We have another 20% chance coming tonight. And then here comes the front. We think showers and even a couple of thunderstorms are going to form when that front comes through. Isolated chance for severe weather, mainly to the east of Houston. And then once that system moves on to the east, a really strong north wind will tap into that Arctic air and give us a very cold week coming up. So 78 today, 77 tomorrow. Tomorrow's rain chance goes up to 60%. And then as we look at Monday, 34 to 51, 46 for high on Tuesday, 53 on Wednesday. Rain chances on those days. And we continue with very cool, if not cold weather, all the way into Friday.
David, thank you. Still ahead, the developing news out of Ukraine this morning with a threat issued from President Obama.
And focusing on getting fit, the funny video released from the White House to help Americans shape up.
And prepare your kids. Are they ready to rodeo? Hear how they can learn valuable ranching tricks from real Texas cowboys.
Let's go. And we continue to follow the latest from downtown Houston as people pile in for the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo Parade. You're taking a live look outside right now as that parade is about to start, and also the rodeo run. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Your eyes. They turn everyday moments, that smile, that look of wonder, into lasting memories. Give your eyes the care they deserve. Trust them to Pearl Vision. Our neighborhood experts have been caring for eyes and everything they mean to you for over 50 years. Schedule your eye exam at pearlvision.com today. Pearl Vision, caring for you and your eyes since 1961.
With AT&T, you call the shots. Only pay for the services you need in your bundle.
Call AT&T now. Choose a UVerse high-speed internet and TV bundle for just $49 a month. Or start with UVerse high-speed internet and add the other services you want to get the bundle you need.
With UVerse high-speed internet, you'll get the speed you need at a price you'll love. Get wireless service and home high-speed internet with a wireless gateway to connect all your Wi-Fi enabled devices and save on smartphone and tablet data usage at home.
Or get TV in your bundle. Call AT&T now. Choose UVerse high-speed internet and TV for just $49 a month and get a total home DVR included for life. So why wait? Ask about our next day installation.
Go ahead, call the shots, and only pay for the services you need in your bundle. With AT&T, it's whatever works for you.
He's a rancher, property rights lawyer, and conservative Republican. Eric Opiella for Agriculture Commissioner. Opiella has defended our water rights against the federal government. Opiella will reform the school lunch program. And Opiella is the only candidate who has stood against illegal immigration.
Those who came here illegally need to go to the back of the line. No amnesty under any circumstances.
Conservative, tried and true. Eric Opiella for Agriculture Commissioner.
Hey, Steve, are those my lights?
Mm-hmm. When you get a new Buick, you want to show it off. You're invited to the Buick Open House event, where for the first time, 2014 Buick models are specially priced, so you get thousands off MSRP. Join the thousands switching to Buick and get over $4,100 total value on this Buick Enclave.
The threat of Russian intervention is mounting in the Ukrainian peninsula of Crimea, where the Russian Black Sea Fleet is based. Ukrainian officials are keeping an eye on armed troops and military helicopters. They are seen patrolling the airports there. The Prime Minister is asking local authorities to only answer to his orders. Meanwhile, President Barack Obama is warning his Russian counterpart, Vladimir Putin, of the consequences if Russia does, in fact, intervene in the Ukraine. In a sudden press conference, President Obama said, quote, "There will be costs for any military maneuvers from Russian forces." Officials say the president may retaliate by canceling a trip to Russia for an international summit.
A Pacific storm this morning has given some relief for Californians stuck in drought conditions, but officials say it is just not enough. The storm has brought some of the highest rainfall totals in years to that area, causing flash floods and mudslides, but it will not pack a big enough punch to rid the state of its dry spell. This drought is among the worst in California history. Trending now, a new video by President Obama and Vice President Joe Biden aimed to get you motivated to get out of your seat and move.
Sure, it's all part of the First Lady's Let's Move campaign.
Mr. President, you ready to move?
Absolutely. Let's do this thing. Let's move.
The president and vice president jogged around the White House before sipping on a tall glass of water in the Oval Office. The Let's Move campaign is focused on fighting childhood obesity.
Thanks for the nice little jog there. All right, 9:15, and we're checking in again with meteorologist David Tillman, who's looking at our forecast for today, the rodeo run, the rodeo parade, the Mardi Gras parade. We have a lot going on today. David?
Yeah, it's going to be very warm across the state coming up for today. Nice weather for all of the parades overall, although you will notice a little bit of humidity out there, or quite a bit of it, and even a little drizzle too. Here's a look at high temperatures for the state today. Upper 70s for the eastern part of the state. A bunch of 80s out to the west, 81 in Waco and Austin, 86 in Abilene. Watch what happens tonight, though. Here comes the front. Temperatures stay in the 60s for the southern half of the state, but up to the north, 23 in Amarillo, 28 in Wichita Falls for tonight. Then that front continues screaming to the south, and by Monday morning, we're going to wake up to temperatures in the low and middle 30s around southeast Texas. 20s not far away. Dallas will be down to 21 degrees, and temperatures are going to fall back into the teens in the Panhandle. So we've got some serious cold headed this way in just about 48 hours.
All right, thanks, David. Well, to keep an eye on the weather during the rodeo, be sure you have your Eyewitness News AccuWeather app on your smartphone. You'll probably want to know whether to bring your umbrella, the poncho, the long sleeves, short sleeves. You can download that app for free at the App Store or Google Play. And of course, again, it's for free.
We're going to need it all in the next 72 hours.
Oh, yes. Still ahead, we are continuing our coverage of the Houston Rodeo Parade happening in downtown Houston.
But first, we have to talk about the rodeo run. Just minutes away now. We'll be hearing the gun go off after the break.
This morning, trail riders take over downtown. 13 has it all live on air on ABC13.com and the Watch ABC app. The Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo Parade begins this morning at 10 on 13.
Live. Your favorite movies go for the gold in the tightest race yet. The Oscars. Live Sunday, March 2nd on ABC. And go to Watch ABC online or download the app to get exclusive access to the Oscars backstage. Live on Oscar Sunday.
Hi, I'm Dan Patrick. My opponents, funded by Democrats, are attacking me for something 30 years ago I never did. Don't believe the lies. Here are the facts.
Dewhurst allowed the expansion of in-state tuition for illegal immigrants. Staples voted to give illegal immigrants in-state tuition, driver's license, and health care. And Patterson supports amnesty.
I'm the only candidate to oppose all benefits for illegal immigrants. I'll secure the border, and I'll never stop fighting Obama's attacks on Texas.
Dan Patrick for Lieutenant Governor.
Luxury Uncovered? It means you dig deeper to find not just a luxury hybrid, but the most fuel-efficient luxury hybrid in America, the Lincoln MKZ Hybrid. Uncovering luxury also means finding what you want, standard, like more horsepower in the Lincoln MKX. And, not coincidentally, it's also about timing.
The Lincoln Luxury Uncovered event is here. Uncover luxury today with exceptional limited-time lease and purchase offers on the 2013 Lincoln MKX.
Now's the time to buy the diamond you've always wanted at the Houston Gold Exchange.
Come to our grand opening sale at our new location on Westheimer and our remodeled location in Katy. All loose diamonds, bridal, and fine diamond jewelry are on sale and viewable in our state-of-the-art diamond laboratories. Visit our new location at 12513 Westheimer near Derry Ashford or in Katy on Mason Road.
The magic of Oz is everywhere.
This totally blew us away. Just feeling so good inside.
You can never be too old for The Wizard of Oz. It was fabulous.
It was perfect. You could go on a date, you could take the family. It's a show for everyone.
Spring never gets old, and, you know, we're all kids at heart.
So click your heels and book your tickets now.
Presented by Tuts at the Hobby Center, March 4th through the 16th. For tickets, visit tuts.com.
Now we turn to our rodeo roundup. It's just about time for the gun to go off for the rodeo run.
Our own Rebecca Spira joins us now live with a look from the race. Rebecca?
Hello there. Yeah, I love the rodeo run because, one, there are several really talented runners out here, but two, there are so many fun costumes. It's been a tradition for people to dress up and make it really cool and fun. We're about a minute away from when the gun goes off, and these are the serious runners right here. They're ready to go, and they're working to get that best 10K time. Hey, guys, are you ready? Yeah! Oh, yeah, you can tell. the people are announcing right now that we're about ready for that gunshot to go off, and as soon as that does, these runners are going to head out. So we've got the 10K first, and then after the 10K, the 5K runners are going to start. I have a feeling more of the people who are in the 5K costumes are going to be in the costumes, because I don't know how you run 10K in a costume, that's for sure. This is the 27th year of the rodeo run, and ConocoPhillips has been involved in this run the entire time. As you can see, thousands of people are here today, ready to go. We've got 30 more seconds until the gunshot goes off, as they've said, and you can see these people are just warming up, ready, and taking it incredibly seriously this morning. What's fun about this rodeo is that with the rodeo run here, you get so many people out who stay for the parade as soon as they finish their run. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the race is off. These runners are ready to go, looking great and pacing themselves today as they run in the 27th rodeo run. Looking good here, and I do want to bring in Sheila Feldman, who has been with ConocoPhillips and 27 years. Talk about, one, why you wanted to be involved for so long, and really what ConocoPhillips does.
ConocoPhillips has sponsored this race for 27 years. It's our hometown. It's our corporate headquarters. It really is an honor for us to be able to host this.
Okay, a lot of money has been raised over the years.
We've raised over $4 million in 27 years. This race alone will bring in $400,000. All of it goes to the Livestock Show and Rodeo Education Fund. It supports scholarships for Texas youth.
What's your goal for this year?
It is $400,000, and we were able to achieve that despite the fact that the participation is a little bit down this year, but we still made, we had last-minute registrants, and so we made our goal.
Yay, that's great. Now, you really wanted this to be the best year, and you've put in some new ways to make that possible.
We have. We had a much smoother start this year. We had a wave start for the 10K. We had the lineup, not at the start line, but a form-up about a quarter of a mile down the road. So it's a safer run for all runners involved.
All right, Sheila, thank you so much. You can see those runners are off, and I have to show you, I wear my sneakers too because it is a nice race when I'm working the rodeo parade. You'll see me in the next hour doing the rodeo float jumps. So that'll be my race for the day. Back to you guys.
Can't wait to see that rodeo float jumps. Wow, she looks great out there, by the way. Well, we are the only place to watch the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo Parade. It kicks off in just 30 minutes. So if you can't watch it here, we are streaming it on abc13.com, or you can check it out on your smartphone with the Watch ABC app.
Still ahead, getting the perfect hair without emptying your wallet.
That's hard to do. Hear how you can get the most bang for your buck during your next salon visit. Get it banged for your buck.
Ron Hoover RVs in Lamarck wants to thank our customers for giving us our best sales year ever. To celebrate, we're having one of the largest outdoor RV shows in Texas, March 1st through March 9th. Hundreds of RVs from all 7 Ron Hoover locations will be on hand with huge savings right here in Lamarck. Big, small, we've got them all. Low prices with great financing available too. Don't miss the savings. March 1st through 9th at Ron Hoover's Outdoor RV Show, rain or shine, in Lamarck.
In Washington, the game is fixed. Corporations and the super rich have rigged the system and use our tax dollars to subsidize Wall Street. Democrat David Alamil says it's time to fight back. Make corporations pay their fair share of taxes. Don't bail out crooked bankers. Throw them in jail. Invest in jobs and schools, helping families and protecting Social Security. We need an economy that helps all Americans, not just a few.
I'm Democrat David Alamil, and I approve this message.
Join Landry's and the Golden Nugget Lake Charles for Mardi Gras Galveston tonight. Complete parade coverage at 10:35 p.m. on ABC 13.
I'm a mom from Katy. My name is Shantae, and I usually shop at CVS, but today I have my receipt here to compare prices at Walmart.
On Huggies Wipes, you could have saved over $2.
Wow! As a working mom of 2 children, it's extremely difficult to find time to shop as well as bargains.
On Neutrogena Facial Scrub, you could have saved over $3.
Really?
$78.77. That's a savings over $24 or 23%.
Great! I will definitely be coming back to Walmart because there are lots of ways to save.
This is a pan-roasted chicken breast. Skin on, bone in, because that's where the flavor is. If you don't want the skin and the bones, cook it with the skin and the bones on, then you can take it off afterward.
The Chew, weekdays on ABC.
Brought to you locally by your Houston area Cadillac dealers.
I'm pretty sure the back door is locked. Anyway, what could happen in a couple of hours, right?
When you're worried about things at home, it's impossible to think about anything else. ADT gives you fast response monitoring for burglary, fire, and carbon monoxide.
Honey, you okay?
Plus, you can control your home from almost anywhere. Call now and get ADT for just $79, so you can get back to date night.
Now, the ABC 13 AccuWeather forecast.
It is really cloudy and muggy out there, muggy enough for some areas of mist to form out there. We're seeing a small amount of it move across the city. No significant rain is forming out there, though, just a little bit of mist. Temperatures in the middle 60s to around 70 degrees at this time, and those numbers will only continue to climb as we go through the day. We'll make it to 74 at lunchtime, 78 by 3 p.m., back down to 72 at 6. It's going to be very windy this afternoon.
Well, if you want salon beautiful hair every day, don't we want that every day?
If we could only, right?
Well,
every day.
The cost can really add up, though.
It certainly can. Mirror host Rebecca Spera shares some tips from the pros for saving money while avoiding those bad hair days.
Have you seen my hair?
The first thing is find a hairdresser, colorist that you love and really stick with that person. It's great for one person to be the person who knows everything about your hair.
Another reason,
we always do extra perks for our loyal customers, like free treatments, free bang trims.
Next, communicate.
A lot of times people tell me that they're afraid to let their hairdresser know that they're on a budget. This is absolutely opposite of what your hairdresser wants, because if you tell them up front, then it's very clear and they know exactly what to do to make you happy.
If you highlight your hair,
alternate between full highlights and partial highlights throughout the year.
If you're blonde, you can also break the base.
What this does is allow you to extend the time between your highlight services.
To extend any color, ask about a sealing treatment, use sulfate-free products, and root touch-up products between appointments. Another way to save is on your haircut. Try a cut with strong layers, or a style with blunt cut ends will grow out better and require fewer trims.
One of the things that people shy away from if they're on a budget is bangs, but actually bangs are not that big of a deal if you're on a budget. If you're loyal to your hairdresser, most of them will give you free bang trim.
And lastly, if a blowout at the end of your service costs extra, just skip it. This is Rebecca Spera reporting.
Still ahead on Eyewitness News, why things are getting a little damp at the Oscars.
A little, yeah, maybe a lot. And the midnight release of Son of God. Hear what people in Houston had to say about the religious film.
Plus, we are bringing you live pictures from the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo Parade. We talk with the Grand Marshal of the event. That's next in a live report.